August 1st, 1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. Thanks to support from British forces, the German plan failed. The front line moved back to the north, and with the arrival of winter, froze. Soldiers holed up amid a vast labyrinth of trenches and tunnels that would become the indelible image of the Great War.
Men on me. Assigned to the front line. Fast and steady, men. I'll see you on the other side. Yes, sir. Conditions in the trenches were excruciating. Many men suffered from the dangers of snipers, disease, and explosives. Rats, frogs, lice, slugs, horned beetles, and gnats infected the trenches. Daily boredom was common, and the smell of dead corpses, latrines, unsanitary conditions, and chemicals filled the trenches. Finally, soldiers experienced blisters and other injuries from poison gas. Hey, you wanna play a game?
Huh?
You want to thumb wrestle?
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare some more. Some weapons that were developed and used in World War I were machine guns, tanks, mines, flamethrowers, grenades, bayonets, pistols, poison gas, rifles, trench mortars, and barbed wires. Poison gas, one of the Great War's deadliest weapons, caused many fatalities. The poisonous gas made the skin of its victims blister and their eyes became very sore, and they began to vomit. Also, poison gas caused internal and external bleeding and attacked the bronchial tubes, stripping off the mucous membrane. This was extremely painful and it usually took a person 4 or 5 weeks to die of gas poisoning.
There's someone coming from the east!
Where's the rest of your crew?
We got ambushed and only a few survived. The rest of them are coming soon.
Alright then, put down your bag and start shooting.
Yeah! Come on! Go, go, go! Many tactics were used in the trenches of World War I. One tactic was to send out patrols to possibly capture enemy soldiers or to listen to enemy planes. Also, both sides tunneled under no man's land to place mines and advance in enemy lines. Heavy artillery was used to soften up trenches for a small attack led by a division or a large offensive lead by corps. Trained snipers killed many men in trenches while in no man's land. The last tactics was to use flares at night to spot people in no man's land.
Here are some extra facts about World War I. Some conditions during World War I was the Spanish flu, which caused about 1/3 of the military deaths. German trenches were built to last, while British trenches were in poor conditions and were unsanitary. Millions of soldiers suffered from shell shock or post-traumatic stress disorder due to horrors of trench warfare.
Some technology and tactics used. Dogs were used as messengers and were carried to the front lines. Submarines made a large military impact when Germany launched its fleet of U-boats. Some more interesting facts. The total cost of World War I for the US was $30 billion. During the war, the US shipped about 7.5 million tons of supplies to France to support the Allied effort. Back at home, women traditionally took over the male jobs and showed that they could perform jobs just as well as men. A few years later, it gave women the right to vote.